Hey everybody, this is my new weekly series for Tone Wars titled, Can Your Amp Do This? Now before I get started on that, I just want to let everybody know that this is not a series that bashes on amps. I love amplifiers, I think they're awesome, but basically I use a digital platform because it's much easier to set up, it's much easier to carry around with me, and I actually love the features that it has, and I think it sounds perfect for what I want to do. So I'm just kind of giving you a comparison between the two platforms, between the analog amplifier platform and the digital platform. And today I'm covering basically the two extremes that my digital platform offers me. As you can see, I have a JP15 guitar here, and it has the piezo pickup or piezo pickup, however you pronounce it. I do a lot of playing with that pickup, and I switch to it often for solos and various other things for our music for Rain. What I love about the platform that I use, the HELIX, is it allows me to have both sounds when I'm playing, and it supports them without having to have a separate amplifier or a separate kind of hookup that will support me switching to the piezo pickup whenever I want to do that. It allows me to go through both, but it also allows me to have the nasty, thick, angry distortion that I want when I'm doing any kind of solos or heavy rhythms or anything like that. And you can't do that with an amplifier. Believe me, I've tried. I've tried to plug into an amplifier and switch to the piezo pickup and go to the clean channel, and it just doesn't sound good. I don't care what amplifier you have, it won't sound good through that. So the only alternative is to use either a digital platform like the HELIX, like what I do, or you can have two outputs. You can run one to the front of house and then one to your amp, and then switch between the two, which is great, but then you have to have effect pedals for your piezo pickup to support whatever effects that you want for that too. So now you're bringing an amplifier, you're bringing a switching system, an AB box or something like that, and you're also bringing sets of effects for your amp and sets of effects for your piezo pickup, which I prefer not to do. Because if you're going to hook up the piezo pickup through a front of house so that you can switch to it and use it for solos or rhythms or whatever, you're going to want some reverb, you're going to want some delay, you're probably going to want some chorus and compression on it to make it sound good. Well, the HELIX provides me with all that. So when I switch to it, I have a patch dialed in on the HELIX that basically has, has delay, it has reverb, it has some compression, and it also has some chorus that I want. And I can adjust all of those things accordingly. So one switch and I'm done. I can go all the way over to the all those effects and everything associated with the piezo pickup, and then I click another switch and I'm back to heavy, crunchy distortion, and I didn't need to bring two amplifiers and have this elaborate setup to support all that. I just need my HELIX. So what I'm going to do is demonstrate that for you now, so that you can hear the extreme differences between the distortion that the HELIX offers and the option for having a piezo pickup, and how clean and beautiful it sounds. And just so you know, there's no pre or post editing or EQing done to any of these settings. These are raw, so you can hear the real version of what's coming out. I'm using, once again, the JP15, and I'm hooked up right into my computer here and through a direct input, and like I said, there's no After Effects, nothing. This is what you get right out of the HELIX. So I hope you enjoy this. Okay, so there you have it. And just so you know, the amp sim I was using was the PRS Archon, and I was also using an Ownhammer impulse response for the speaker cabinet. Please feel free to comment below or ask any questions. I'd like to see what you thought about this episode. I'd also like to see what you would want me to do for future episodes when we compare the digital platforms with the analog platforms. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Can Your Amp Do This?